Welcome everybody. Good evening. Welcome to a first episode of Street Power. Street Power is my podcast based on my philosophy that the streets are the most powerful element of society. And we will be talking about that, and you will see that. You might not agree with me now, but after you hear what I have to say and my illustrious guests have to say, I think you will agree with us. Right here, I have my brother Rudy, well-respected brother from West Baltimore.
Peace and love.
Wise brother, one of the toughest brothers to come out the city, survival. Got a lot of wisdom for you, a lot to add to the conversation. Immediately to my right, you got Bobby, B-Hop, one of the brothers to come up in the city when the city was the city, And next to him, we had Ricky D. All these brothers well-known, respected on the streets, generally widely by everybody. And they got a lot of wisdom. They got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience here put together. So we're going to be talking about it. So to start it right off and on, I'm going to ask you, Rudy, what's your philosophy on the streets, man? And what you think about the streets being the most powerful element of society?
Well, I think everything is generated from the streets. I think if you look at like economics, you understand economics and you understand, just a simple core of economics. You understand an indicted corner where people will say it's hot. That corner makes a lot of money. Them stores there makes a lot of money. So the influence of the street and economics run hand in hand. If you look at Jordan brand and you look at who buys Jordans, it's the street, people from the streets, saying? If you did the numbers and you did across the board of where money being spent, Mondami Malls or Cash Mall, who's spending the money there? So this is what goes back to your premise, that the streets are who also have the money has the influence, and the influence has the power. Street power.
What do you think about it, Bob? You agree with that?
I agree with it totally.
Yeah?
Yeah, and another thing is, I believe that they bamboozled us, having us thinking that the police are for us and all that. When they say protect and serve, they really talking about protecting them businesses. It ain't got nothing to do with us. So don't be fooled.
How long you was out there in the streets? You was out there in the 80s, because I remember you.
I was out there. Really, I started out in the 70s. I was a young kid. Father wasn't home. Mother working all the time. So it was fascinating to me to get out. First crime I committed was took a car. Couldn't even see over the windshield, put a pillow in the chair, and it excited me. So, that was my beginning, my introduction. After that, me and my buddies, we had a bunch of little guys in the neighborhood. We would get on the buses and take pocketbooks. When the bus door open, we snatch pocketbooks and roll out. I was a little kid, that was a hustle for me. And it just grew. As time went on, it grew.
All right, Ricky. Man, I remember, when I first met you. You remember when we first met? City Jail, what year was that? 85?
85.
In the annex, the dormitory. You was a kid, the little kid at that time. Wild as hell. When you was facing anyway, what is it, 15 years you got?
No, what happened was, when I was over there, the rumor was I had a body in the car.
Body in the car?
Yeah.
You told me the body in the car.
You know how the streets is.
You forgot?
Yeah, but so they locked me up for that, right? And I ended up beating it, and everything. But then I came back for handgun violation. Got 18 months, went up one farm, and stayed up there. Went back to court, got 2 years, running with 18 months for somebody else's case, And we pleaded to the 2 years. He ran that 18 months in with it, so it sent me back 6 months.
How old was you, Rick?
Like 21.
21?
Like that,
Yeah, I remember you being real in love back then, too. You thought I forgot there. What happened with that? Did you get back with her?
Puppy love, homie. That was puppy love.
Yeah, I know, the worst kind.
Worst kind. Yeah, but I outgrew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, really because of the bid.
Yeah.
going for the bid, I probably still in love.
Okay, let me see. You've been in and out of jail a lot of times. You was in the Fed too and all that. All right. And while you was in, could they stop you, man?
Could they stop me?
Yeah, could they stop you?
Nah, they could just have my physical, but I never let them get my mental.
No, I'm talking about, could they stop you from making moves? Was you still making moves out,
Yeah, absolutely.
doing what you want?
Yeah.
Doing what you want.
That's why I said he just got the physical.
So
The mental allowed me to keep doing what I
So
did.
how is it that, and this is for anybody can answer, but how is it that they lock you up, take you off the street and all that? You still making moves and stuff. You still making money. You still calling shots and all that. How did they do that? We all know they do that in there. Jail won't stop you. But what is it based on? The creativity or finding a way, giving us not too much time, to think? Because when you give us that type of time to think, we'd figure out anything.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Getting us too much time. All we got time to do is think, work out, stay in shape, preserve ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But a lot of it has to do with you having a good name.
Yeah.
When your name is still good, you can still reach out and do a lot of stuff that a lot of brothers with a fucked up name can't do. So that allowed us to still meet moves, monopolize money,
Take care of your family.
take care of the family,
Yeah.
and
Hold on to your girlfriend.
hold on to your girlfriend, get some more
Your girlfriend's a girlfriend. What?
girlfriend.
What about you, bro?
Well, I think that
You know a lot of time.
no, I ain't do a whole bunch of time. Well, I was a 100-gram boy at 13 years old, so I made my money early on.
Yeah.
So by the time I was 20, I was
The $1,000.
I was pretty much finished with hustling.
Yeah.
But I think Ricky just said it. You know what I'm saying? It's in the street. Your name is your credibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Your name. You can have all the strength, all the money in the world, but if your name is shit, so are you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't really matter building a brand and building a name and then tarnishing that name. You can't never come back. There's a lot of people go to prison. You know what I'm saying? And they get out, but they can't come home. There's a difference between coming home and getting out.
So your name is more powerful than money.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't trade your, once you locked up, you can't trade money for nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People forget about you, not unless your name is street. You know what I'm saying? So securing your name and securing your name is on you. It's your character. It's what you do, how you protect it. You know what I'm saying? If you risk your name for money or whatever it is, time, whatever it is, it's soiled for life.
I took to the streets when I was like 8 years old or something like that. I was all the way out there for it, And out on the street, I was struggling, hustling, fighting back. I had a name for fighting back. I wasn't big or not like, but everybody knows if you hit me, I'm gonna fight you back. So if we fight, you might as well let me win because we're gonna keep fighting and fighting, And they figured out, let him win, man, just let him win, But so I had a name. I've been fighting all my life and all that, going in and all that. I was known for standing up, not bowing down. So when I was, the feds come out at me, the last big case, that I got the life from 130 years and all that. They came at me with everything they had to break me along, And I'm like, even when I'm in jail, I was like, I got too much of this name right now, all of the punk name. I'd be throwing away all that,
Right.
I can't let them break me and all that. They were like, we'll give you life. You'll never come home. Your mother will be dead, and your wife and everybody, your kids gonna be grown, and they ain't gonna know you and all that. So you better tell them. And I was like, no, I got too many years in it, Why would I punk now, I took all the pain, the jail, the ass whippings going in and out for nothing, So I value that, you take away the money, take away the cars, you take anything you want and all that, but you can't take that, You can't take it. Yeah, bye.
Each one of these guys made a valid point. The name means a whole lot because we earned them names on the street, and it carried over when we went inside them joints. And I remember my first day in there, guys, when I went to joint, the big house, they brought me bags of food. I mean, like, treated me like a king.
Big house, which one was that?
The cut, house correction.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm sitting on my bunk, and they would just bring me bags of food in there. Boy, they told me, boy, if you need us, we're on the other side. I said, I'm all right, I'm a man, I'm all right. If y'all need me, I'm in here. That's what I told them. They started laughing, all the old heads, right? Mm-hmm. So when I went out in the yard, I was good in sports. And they chose me on the basketball team the first day. And I was sitting there, every day I walk the yard, I look up at the sky, I see the plane, the same time, every day flying past. I said, I'm getting up out of here, because I looked at my environment, I looked at the people around me, I said, dang, I feel out of place. You know how you real intelligent, but you know, you got to pay your dues. You say, I don't belong in here. So my whole thing every day was exercise, get on that computer, and work my way out, and help the guys in here that was illiterate. And that's what I did. And I used to walk around, I said, man, I could start a writing here. You ever felt like that? You could start a writing them joints. Mm-hmm. Your name. And everybody don't get no name. You earn that. It's earned. And it carries on even when you leave out of there.
Matter of fact, we did start a ride in the cut. I was pissed off. People come see me. I went on a visit. You know, the food down the cut is real, real bad, you know.
Yeah.
And I had been on the farm prior to that, and I had some stores. I hustled, accumulate some money that I was going to take down the cut and start up another franchise. I had chains of stores and all that. Right? Mm-hmm. But the food was so bad, you know. I ended up spending the money on food and stuff, getting haircuts and all that. Damn it. So I'm out of money now. You know, I need some money, so I get a visit. I had a person to bring me a couple $100, folded real tight, though. Mm-hmm. Want a visit, put it in my mouth, come out. All right. The dude that processed me and everything, take your clothes off, do all this and all that. I put them back on about the, then he said, open your mouth, you know. What you got on? I did it real quick. You know, he said, no, hold your tongue up, you know. So I was like, look, man, we ain't gonna keep doing this. I did it one time, you know. He said, oh, yeah, I did it real quick again, right? And I tried to swallow it, he tapped me. So me and him tussling about. So they called the deuces, and they locked me up. And later on, when they get down, that girl asked me, it's like, what was all that noise and all that? What was going on? All them guys running. I said, no, they was jumping on somebody. I ain't wanted to tell her, you know, it's me because she ain't gonna bring me no more money over there, right? So I'm mad as hell though, you know. We get down on the lockup, and Willie Bird and all of them was down there. They already been down. So they see me, they happy to see me, you know. Man, what's up and all that? Because now, you know, we all back there together. You know? So I'm mad, and I'm like, look, man, you know, all right, when the guards come down there on y'all, and they tell you, y'all make some noise, you know, and top floor and the bottom. When they go up to the top, we make some noise. You know, they come down, but don't make no noise while they're there, right? This is guerrilla warfare, you know, you're supposed to hit men. Don't let them catch you. Don't give them no target, you know? Mm-hmm. So that's what we're doing and all that, right? So when they come out for shower and all that, right? Willie Bird, you know, he's political, bro. We kick it all the time about history, Revolution War and all that. Some of the leaders, Malcolm X. So he said, we gonna make some noise and all that, right? Okay, we gonna just fuck with the guards and shit, but we ain't gonna give them nothing, you know, to penalize the target. He got all serious with it. He took the thing and ran with it, you know. No, we ain't going in. We ain't going in. Right? So they called all these guards up there and all that, you know. So I'm like, I'm going in, right? I like to get away with what I do, you know. I'm going in, I go in, but they had already heard me talking and all that. They came in and locked me up, put all on the bus, sent them down to penitentiary. You know? But, yeah, so I can relate to the ride thing you talk about. You gotta be careful though. You start out with 10 years, you end up with 50 years.
That's right. That's right.
They charge you with a ride, starting a ride. That's probably the most serious thing they could charge you with in the jail.
Understanding that the criminal justice system is built upon ignorance and fear, right? You know, what we need to do is our young kids and our young people, we need to teach them, you know, educate them, you know what I'm saying, and then put the fear, the love of God fear in them to do the right thing. That you can't come in this system, you can't come back out on the street if you did the wrong thing, you know, and that will start perpetuate because I'm saying the system is set up on a catch here, a rap here, a catch here, a rat here. That's how the system is set up. Ain't a whole bunch of investigating. They grab motherfucking niggas tail. That's how they get, you know, this
If
illusion.
it's tried before, you know?
Huh?
If it's tried before, you don't remember?
Yeah.
Scared straight and all. It ain't worked though, man.
Absolutely.
I don't believe that, because that's what they've been doing anyway. I believe in educating them, you know.
Right.
But I don't believe in like the feds can stop them, you know. They try that with you, they try that with me and all, everybody, you know. The feds ain't stop me and all that.
No, not the fear from them, from the system, the fear from the street power from the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather,
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I'm saying the street power from the streets is the one that put that fear in people and make them understand that you must do the right thing. But to educate them on how to do the right thing.
Right. The streets is a culture in itself, you know. It's a culture in itself that's not really controlled by the larger culture. It's independent of that. It's similar to it and all that, but we take that like we took the leftovers and made soul food out. We take their culture, you know, and make ghetto fabulous out of it, you know. And then these styles, right, they feel like, oh, man, they love these styles and all that. And they come to us and they take them, little or nothing, or just steal it. And they promote them and they go mainstream, hip hop. Mostly all the, you know, a lot of styles and cultures and things like that, they started in the streets, in the prison too, you know. Baggy pants, baggy do-rags and all that stuff. I remember them years before they was even popular, mainstream.
What they call culture is our swag. It's just what we do every day. We just get up and, you know, how we put things together. And they say it's culture, but it's really just our swag.
Like Nikki G. Vardy said in her poem called Ego Trip.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about the swag.
Let me
I
say
can't remember the line, so I ain't gonna.
Y'all always thought outside the box. I was like a kind of dude. I never looked at the box. I always looked outside the box when I evaluated stuff, the streets, the jails, all that. If you look at it, it's just like the Monopoly game, right? You land on them properties, they like the jail cells or traps. You go in there, you pay, you roll the dice, come back out, and then you start running around that same little circle. It's just like Monopoly. They put that game out there. It's not a game. It's life. It's real life. And that's why they put the dice with it. It's a roll of the dice, your life. Get out of jail free. That's bail. Roll again, you get out. You're going right back around that circle. The whole life cycle, then you die. That's how I look at it.
What do you think, Ricky? You ain't said nothing about it.
As far as what, like,
When you was coming up in the streets, and what can you compare the streets to, like? Like, you just could compare it to a game of Monopoly, taking risks and chances. You know, we've been doing that all our lives. Taking what go with it, you know?
what can I compare the streets to? Let me see. Just like rolling dice. 7-Eleven, crack.
Do or die.
Yep.
You get killed out in the street, you know, lose your freedom. You can
And then don't nobody roll with 7-Eleven forever, so eventually you're going to frap out if you don't make the right choices in life, you know? It's like it's like a really like a chess game to me, so to speak. You know, you make one wrong move, you be doing everything right in the chess game. You look at somebody playing chess, that mean you talk about this stuff, and you come to the table, you like, oh man, Rudy won that. He lost his queen, it's over with. Then you go to the bathroom, come back, Rudy doing push-ups. I said, what happened? Man, I took my arm, man, made this dumb shit, man. Dude checkmate me. I ain't even see it. You too busy trying to steal these pawns, and the dude is playing for checkmate. He trying to trap the king off.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's what I compare it to, really.
I do too, man. I always say life is chess and chess is life. That's one of my first book, Power Move.
Okay.
That's right on the back of it, you know, because life is a lot of games and all, but I think the best game you can thinking game. It's chess. You can play. You can play it in real life on a large scale. I used to think of myself for doing that. Because I was better in real life than on the board, Because the board, ain't no stakes in there at all. You ain't worry about losing until you go to sleep. But in real life, you got to be on your P's and Q's and all. It really like a chess game, man. So I like that philosophy. Even on the cover of Power Moves, it's a guy with a gun. He's standing on a chessboard, And it's another guy laid out on the board. So in the game of chess, in the game of life, it's like everything look like something. Because it look like it, it might not be there. It might, like what you were saying, it might look like the game is over.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be like, oh yeah, he lost the game. And you walk away because you already know what's going to happen. You come back, The person you thought lost the game won the game, and basically saying it ain't never over. I've been in a situation where I just kept fighting, fighting. And a lot of times I had false hope that kept me going, and then it blow up in my face. But eventually I find the real hope, But the first hope, I thought that my plans and all that, they blew up in my face. But I kept fighting even when I didn't have any hope or any plan. I just kept fighting, and eventually I found it. I won. I remember they just, no, I'm not even going to get into that right there.
Hey, Rudy, remember over City Jail? They had a sign when you leave out, they say,
Never.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
All right.
It's gone there.
In the phase, I was in education.
Yeah.
So I seen this picture. It was a hawk, right? With a pigeon. It had the pigeon around the neck, right? One side, the head was sticking out. The other side, the body was sticking out. So from the look of that picture, the pigeon is overweight.
Uh-huh.
Then, right on the next page, guess what? The pigeon is sawing off. And then underneath it say, never give up. And man, that inspired me, man, over the years, bro. When I looked at that picture, I said, dang, all sickness ain't death, bro.
You right.
As you say that, right, it reminds me of something, right? Because I was about to get into some international play back in the day. And me, you, and the cat, Romo was over courtside. Okay. And the brother said, he was telling you, but I was standing, me and you was talking, he was telling you. And the brother said that he would rather do 10 years in the state than not to do that 1 year in Mexico again. You remember that? Mm-hmm. And that kind of played in my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we was on In-N-Out.
We was in In-N-Out, yeah.
Yeah, we was on In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, yeah.
Yeah, and the brother, when he said that to me, when I heard it, right, it made me kind of think about, all money ain't good money.
That's right.
All risks ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and we was talking about it earlier, paying attention, listening, learning lessons, you know what I'm saying, as you move through. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, as we was younger, we would hear stuff, we would move anywhere. We know it. You know better, and you can do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mindset you got to get in, you got to get the youth in. When you hear it, and you know it, do it. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Because that kind of took me off the international play I was going to do. I'm like, shit, that don't make sense. I'm good right here. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got to worry about nobody bringing me no corner. I get a steak meal. Yeah. Shit go wrong, I get a steak meal. You know what I'm saying? So you had to put things in perspective, That was a hell of a, I took that in, of course, it was nothing there. But later, when the dude showed me the opportunity, I was like, nah, I'm gonna let that go.
Hey, remember how you used to go out, drill park on Sundays?
Yeah. Hell yeah. I remember we used to race in the cars too, in the Jaguar and the 300.
They had the cars out there.
Yeah.
They used to have a car show out there.
You had the Porsche.
I had the Audi. Not the Audi. Yeah, the Audi.
But you had the red Porsche and the white insert. That was the Audi?
Yeah, I had the Audi and I had the Jaguar. Cause you had the Jaguar Sport. Yeah. And Yummy had the Jaguar like you had, yeah.
Rudy too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jaguars.
Yeah, you don't pay in like
and it's
I almost killed myself racing you on Drew Hill. Yeah. I hit that light, man. I couldn't stop. Yeah. And went straight on through North Avenue. Yeah, I remember all that, man. Yeah.
Let me say one more thing, y'all. For all the young people listening out here today, listening to us, the streets is a lie. Believe me when I tell you this. All of us, we've been through hell and back. We've been through the belly of the beast. But one thing I've learned through all my experiences that is a war between spiritual and physical. And I know one thing, that in every war, there's going to be a casualty. There's going to be casualties. Y'all just got to understand that. There's traps all over the place. The girls, the videos, the material stuff. Don't be fooled by that. Earn a living. Own your own business. Think about, use this more than you do physical and with your eyes and stuff, because everything is out there to sit up. We living in an era where everything is watered down. All the real strong men, we the last of the Mohicans, I believe. We the last of the Mohicans. So all this stuff they telling y'all, on the streets about they tough and they killers and all that, all of them are telling on each other eventually. So be men, be women. And women, y'all, make them guys respect y'all. We got daughters and nieces and stuff. Make them men respect y'all. Make them open the doors for you. You know? We got to start thinking like that to get it back the way it's supposed to be, because it's so watered down. All the boys want to dress like girls. All the girls want to be boys. We got to get this shit together, and it start with us, man. Not just rhetoric. We ain't just talking. I'm from the heart. I really mean this, because we see it every day. I ain't never seen so many men want to be fucking with men. You know, it's sad. It's really sad, man. So what do that leave for the ones that follow? They think that's right. They think it's normal. So we gonna build another generation of faggot motherfuckers, because the men ain't stepping up to the plate and getting these young boys right, and the women ain't getting these girls right. We got to start today.
Okay, let me ask you, what is a man anyway? What is a man? Because you got all different ideas of what a man is and all. What is a man
To me,
to you, Rick?
a man is somebody a person that handles the responsibilities. He lead, protect, and he provide for his family. You know what I mean?
I totally agree with you.
The leader of the community, the leader of the world. The man is the leader, you know what I'm saying? And then every religious organization, you know, it's not me saying this. This is every religious organization. Everything in history will tell you that the man is the leader, you know. And then when you get off track, when you go against nature, that's what you just talking about. You go against nature.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That you're going to find long-term problems. And when women are leading society, you have long-term problems behind that. Men are natural leaders. That's the way it's set up. We don't make the choices. God made this, and they made pecking orders, and we just follow the orders. You know what I'm saying? What you was just saying about, you know, the youth. You know, and yesterday I was at a meeting yesterday, and they showed this film, and they was talking about the police pulling pants down in our community, and I was like, you know, just like pulling us up. It's kind of like mental. You know what I'm saying? Pull us up, and they searches in the community, kids watching, everybody watching. They got your pants down, they searching.
Humiliation.
At some point in time, that same police officer need to be smacked in the mouth. You need to go to prison, go to jail, take your lump. You know what I'm saying? Understand, every time he do that to you in the community, he's not just pulling your pants down, he's pulling your whole community pants down.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So we need, as men, we need to start, you know, it's hits we got to take. You know, it's easy to, you know, even like somebody like myself, let me just be clear about this, right? I don't believe going to prison is a rite of passage. I don't believe you have to go to prison to be a man. You know what I'm saying? I believe that, you know, going to prison don't make you a man. I believe you can find yourself in prison and become the man you want to be, but you can find yourself the same way in the classroom, in a college classroom, on a job, as you just said. You know what I'm saying? So I think that myth that, you know, you got to go through the penitentiary or go, you know, when I was young, I used to think that you got to go in the penitentiary. I almost wanted to go in the penitentiary. I was so caught up. I just wanted to go. I want to go and prove myself. You know, I was in the martial arts. I go up martial arts. I want to prove that I can do this. That's nonsense. The proof is that you can live a sustainable life and take care of your kids, pay your bills, stay out of trouble, be there, be the figure for your kids. You know what I'm saying? That should be our goal. Of course, we all fall short at it, but you know, that should be our mindset. And we got to let these kids know, especially our young men know, that prison, you know, it's cool. I mean, it's set up as a trap. It's set up. So you might not be able to avoid it, because if you don't go to prison, you don't break the law, they're just going to pick somebody else who haven't broken the law and they're going to put them in jail. And jail cells going to be full. But you all have to play into it. And then once you come up out of it, you have to understand that there's things that we can do collectively. As you were just saying about positive impact, and my this organization, Kioba, is black men. 30 black men pulling our resources together and understanding that we have the responsibility of financially changing the conditions of the city. It's us, not the politicians.
What are some of the reasons why we can't get together, you know?
I can tell you one. I can tell you one. Communication. The reason why we got wars on the street, dudes don't have communication skills. They reactionary. Look at all them, and it's by design, because if you look at all these computer games, they killing shit on the computers. So when they come out confronted with a problem, they go back mentally to them computer games. You know, how many of them do? If me and you beefing, why can't we say, man, look, let's talk about it? We don't do that today. I'm talking about the young kids.
Right.
They go by them computer games. Okay, I'm beefing with you, take you out. That's their form of power.
Right.
But they killing the community.
Conditioning.
They killing your family members. They killing all your friends when they kill you, when they kill me. You know, so we got to get better at communicating. That's the main problem I see with society in the young black neighborhoods. They angry, they frustrated, and it's all by design. And it's a powder keg. Just like when they built the projects. I'm going to be with you 1 minute, Ricky. When they created the projects, people think it was just a little happy place. It was a project. They was experimenting. So they get everybody in there, feed them all the drugs, the liquor and all that, and become a powder keg. Next thing, everything explode. So when that didn't work, they tore the projects down. Now they try to come up with something else.
I agree.
To me, we was taught to hate each other and love and oppressor. That's why we can't do nothing together. We too busy counting each other's bankroll.
Right.
You count my power, don't count your power.
Yeah, they instilled in us that we
Commands. That's why they come over here in 1 year. They way ahead of us, and we been here all our life.
Right.
'Cause they was all of them were living in one room, and they said, "Well, Rudy get his store next. Rudy get his store, then Bobby get his store." Our people, man, shit. And why you ain't messing with Rudy no more? Man, hell with him, man. This your brother. And he talking about Rudy get his store next, and then Bobby. Man, I do more than all of them in there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine first, you know?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'll help really get his, and he might not help me, you know? They fuck me and walk away. That's how we be thinking. We be thinking small and all, talking big shit, but thinking small. And we be working from a inferiority complex. Like you said, they told us we ain't shit.
Yeah.
We ain't shit and all. So we try to prove to each other because we believe it, you know? Obviously, we believe it because we try to prove to each other I may compete against you. Or you compete against me and shit, you know? And we acting. That's why we really can't come together. We acting and all that. We faking. We know we faking. So we don't want to get up close to somebody so they can see we faking. They don't want to talk, you know? I mean, what good man don't want to meet another? I mean, like, it's my man Rick over there. I want to introduce you. He just got here. No, I don't want to meet nobody, man. I don't talk with a lot of people and all that. Just, I know you don't want to meet nobody because you ain't who you say you is. You don't want to meet another man. I'm just telling you, man.
The covers will come off.
But you know you ain't no motherfucking real man. And
Covers are
so you don't want to meet Ricky or Rennie or Bobby or me, you know, because we going to see right through you.
Right.
And then also, too, you understand, too, that, you know, when we talking about the names, right? You know, and the names of the reputation, they come with, what's the word I'm looking for? Hype. You know, a lot of times you hear people's name,
Right.
and it's like, oh, man, Lord have mercy, you're thinking about their name as opposed to the character. Right. You know what I'm saying? You got a name, yeah, you built a name, but that name had to be consistent with the character.
Really?
And yeah. You know,
Rarely do somebody live up to the hype, like you say, who they is and all
Right.
that. Like, you know, when I remember coming up as a kid, small kid, 7, 8 years old, hearing about dudes that had reputation before I even see them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They be like, oh, man, so-and-so this and that. I'm all ears and shit, you know? No pun intended, you know? But I'm listening to them, and like, man, Rennie, serious dude, man, this and that and all that. I've been hearing about Rennie look good with his hands. He nice, he done beat up so-and-so. He ain't scared of nobody, you know? All right. I'm like, damn. You know, one day I'll see Rennie. That's Rennie right there. Now I can put a face to the name and all. And I'm like, oh, that's funny right there. Damn, I'm looking at him like he's a superstar or somebody, you know? And then one day I see somebody got really jacked up and Ricky, he pleading, you know, come on, man, I don't want no trouble. I'm like, damn, hell with Ricky and all that. Then I hear about another, and then after a while, it got to the point where all these names I'm hearing about and all that, I see them fall short, you know, and all. They didn't live up to that. Right. Somebody that was tougher than them and all that, and they backed down and all. So I just made up my mind. It's like, damn, you're going to have to be your own hero and shit.
Right, absolutely.
Hey, you know how
Because I ain't backing down, you know?
I define character. I define character like this. It's not what happened to us in life. It's how we deal with what happened to us in life. That's how I define character.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
You say a lot of people don't live up to the hype. Once that pressure get on.
You know what you just said and all that, it's even more so when you, it's not the losses, but how you react to the loss. You know, you learn a person more by the way he deal with a loss than when he win it, you know? Because when he win it, you know, he hyped up and all that, this and that. But how do you react? Everybody love to win. Everybody love to win. You on top of it all. But when you lost, how do you react to that? Right. That's why they don't fight no more than all. And they don't fight no more. A loss destroy them. But a loss one loss, how does it destroy you? You lost the fight and all that. Why you gotta kill this man now? Why you reacting to that? You gotta kill him because
ego.
Ego, yeah.
I respect the guy.
That's what we
when they lose a game, a fight, or whatever, when they come over and shake the next opponent's hand. I love to see that. But Rudy, you said something to me the other day. You were talking to, I guess it might have been somebody in court or something, and they say, make it easy on yourself. You're going to make it hard on yourself. And you say, motherfucker, I like it all. That's how I like it.
That's what I'm used to.
And that's what I'm used to. So
I ain't
I'm
no
bad. But I'm fighting up. My man.
Hey, Ricky, give me your hand. Give me a hand. This guy here, I've been knowing him over 50 years. He always been solid. I love him to death. I'm glad. Welcome back home, baby.
Alhamdulillah.
Been solid over 50 years. Ain't changed, man. Always been a man. Man of character.
I don't know about the driving skills, though. I need to see them now. I need to see them driving skills, man, because back in the day, you tearing me up. I ain't gonna lie.
So, I already told you, you know, like when we first met, I was over City Jail. I think he might have been over there before me. All right. And then, you know, we ran into you on the street. But when I was in Lewisburg, right, I was in Lewisburg when he came there, I was already there. Ricky came in there with a spirit, man, that was like larger than life.
Always been solid.
He just got a brand new license. It ain't like he had 30 years on it. It's brand new. He came in there, he carried like, you know, his spirit. He was a workhorse, working out.
So
the guys would meet me, man, and they'd be like, man, I'm mad at you. I said, what you mean? Man, I ain't know you had double life. And these guys would have 5 and 10 years and be like, crying like little bitches. And they'd be like, man, you got double life? Man, the way I was carrying,
you couldn't tell.
You couldn't tell me because I always knew one day I would come home. And I was going to do it the right way. You know what I mean? I wasn't doing like a lot of those so-called killers and gangsters was doing it. These guys like Rudy, Barry, all them guys was really, and my Uncle Lil Mel, they was my mentors. You know what I mean? And I be telling guys like the life. Everybody think this life.
When you say Lil Melvin, who you talking about?
No, Mel
who? Mel Williams. All right.
You know, everybody look at this life like this life been easy. Nah, this life always been hard and serious. It's guys like us that made it look easy. Why? Because of guys like at this table, and my uncle, and the other guys that we met along the way. You know, throughout the city, they taught us the right way. You know, and so all that really inspired me, you know, to keep doing what I signed up for the right way. I don't take no deals, none of that. You know what I mean? Let's go to trial. Let's do it like Rudy say. We like it hard.
And on top of the life sentence, you already had a life sentence, you got another case in there.
Yeah,
we got some more time.
When I came in, I had 5 years. I pleaded to a handgun, felony possession to cut my girlfriend loose, my former girlfriend, so she wouldn't go to jail. So while I was in, my family, my brothers, they still had us under investigation. It was a state search warrant. Okay, and what happened was the ATF came in, and the whole time we was under investigation by the DEA. So when they hit me with the state search warrant, they never knew that I was under investigation. So had that not happened, they still would have came fucking with me. You know. So I had about 18 months in all.
I was in Petersburg when you came up there.
Nah.
Then you came up to Petersburg.
Nah, I came to Lewisburg. I came to Lewisburg. All y'all was population.
Oh, no, that was somebody
went
else.
to Soretto.
That was somebody else.
Lower than you. Right then and there, but he sent me there. I said, man, this joint was like the streets. It bathtubs and everything. I said, man, something ain't right. You know what I mean? So they wait till I got like 18 months in on the joint. So I'm in my cell one day. The Bulls was about to play the Knicks, their second game. It was in 92. I'm about to go to Lewisburg. They said, Ron, need you to chill off. I said, for what? I got to tell you, I'm playing handball with. We playing $1,000. Freeze out. You can't quit. You quit, you automatically got to pay your $1,000. I'm like 5 games, this dude, nothing. I'm an animal with a handball. So I go out there to finish playing. I go watch the game. 20, 30 police looking for me. Found me, threw me in the hole. I'm like, what's up? He said, cuff him. Next day, DA from fucking Pittsburgh came up there and said, man, you're being indicted. You know what I mean? Right now, we got a still indictment. Still some people on the loose, but you're being indicted. I said, for what? They said I was making $3.5 million a month from behind bars. And bro, I ain't seen that plenty of them. I might have had $1,000 on my books. So where's this $3.5 million? You know? So of course they tried to flip things. Man, tell us this and that, man, fuck y'all, let's go to trial. As a lawyer, what I'm looking, they say 30 to life. So let's roll. You know? And the only reason why I didn't get the 30 is because they found that I put a hit on a guy that told on me, who was over city jail. They intercepted the letter, and that's how the judge gave me the high end. You know what I mean?
You end up with double life.
Double life there, but the man upstairs had a bigger plan.
How many left?
Fast and release.
Stood up on all that.
Yeah, stood up on all that.
Yeah.
Here I go.
You know what I remember about you though?
What?
Like you wasn't locked up when we was over the jail back in the day. All the rest of us was locked up. You wasn't locked up. You run around the jail like, you know what I'm saying? You were walking around like you was uptown somewhere. I just scratched my head like, you know.
He grew up over there. I remember when he got there 15 years, he thought he was going back out. Though. I remember when he got there 15 years, he grew up overnight there. He got serious already.
Yeah, it was a difference though, you know what I'm saying? It's like cats who just like, you know, it is what it is. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know, like, what the fuck going on? I want to know what's happening, what I'm facing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't telling me shit. And I'm like, this cat running around different dudes, you know. Remember Rodney Smoot? Yeah, little Rodney Smoot, he coming to jail, he was fucked up. But I could tell his character. I'm like, this dude ain't no bum. You know what I'm saying? He ain't no bum. Yeah, man. But, you know, when you think back at where we come from, right, and where we at right now as collective, I'm talking about the community, because we all connected no matter, you know, where we've been to where we're doing, we connected because the streets connect us. Right. You know what I'm saying? The streets connect us. And I think that go back to what we was talking about from the beginning is the power of the streets to be able to go through, you know what I'm saying? Because this is like, you know, at least three life sentences, you know what I'm saying, and 100 years right here at the table. You know what I'm saying? Just us four.
Experience. 100 years of real experience that you can't get in Harvard. Right. I'm going to tell you that. You can't get it in Yale. You can't get the type of experience, you know, in Yale. You pay them, you know, $400,000 in tuition, go to all the Ivy schools, you know, but you're not going to get this experience and this wisdom, you know, in them high schools. But on the other hand, without going to Yale, Harvard, Walton, Stanford, and all that, we can get that same knowledge because the textbooks. I used to read all of this. I was like, yeah, well, you know, I can't go to Yale and all that. I can't go to Princeton and all that. And I really don't want to go because they keep you there too long. It's a big business. You know, they charging you long. They keep you in the classroom. I want to get in and get the knowledge and get out of there. So I had all the books, business, economics, politics, history, and all that, with the Spurs, because the stuff that they was reading about and, you know, the professor was lecturing about, we was living that, man. We was living the lessons that they talk about, whether it's be, Machiavelli talk about whether it's better to be feared or to be loved and all that. We already knew that stuff. We read it, we like, hell yeah, it's better to be feared than loved. You know? Because when people fear you, they take you serious. But when they love you, they like, well, boy, go ahead. Go ahead, you don't do nothing to me and all that.
Crush.
Where my money at, man? I ain't got it. Get out my face, you know. But when they fear you, where my money? Here, I got it right now. I was bringing it to you.
Right.
Hey, Rudy, let me ask you something. Do you remember in your trial how they broke down the conspiracy, how they explained it to the jury?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
You know what they said? You remember?
Yeah, I remember that too.
And mine, he said, he told the jury, he say, right now, if me and you in the kitchen and you cracking eggs and you pass me the shell, I pass the Bobby pass the Rudy, we done conspired to cook eggs, man. And you gonna beat that.
For real. For real.
That's how they explain conspiracy.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to prison.
The way that conspiracy thing set up, man, they got authority to bring in any evidence. The real rules go out the window law.
It's really a scapegoat for
Yeah, it's exception and everything. They say, well, we can't use past crimes to preach you, you know. They're going to find a way to use them for it's over.
Right.
If you come up with the right theory, the judge was like, you explain it, they be like, oh, yeah, you can use it. He'll say
That's what they doing now. They got the state RICO now.
State RICO?
Yeah, so all the little gang boys is hanging out, thinking they getting away with something. When they get one up, it's getting the whole group.
That goes back to what you say about the monopoly. It's a game.
Yeah.
The game, and every game got rules and all that. We so quick to play games and stuff like that. We don't like little boys. We don't like to be called boys, but we be acting like boys. We so quick to play games. We don't even bother to learn the rules. That's why we lose over and over again, you know?
Same thing with politics.
Yeah. Politics and everything. We don't learn the rules and all that. If you're going to be involved with anything, learn the rules. Learn the rules better than the rule maker, the person that created the game.
Exactly.
So he can't bluff you, you know. He can't surprise you, you know. It's like playing chess, right? A lot of people don't learn properly to learn chess. They learn about watching it and all that. Instead of getting a book, you can learn about watching it and playing it. You know? So they don't know the rules that is, if you castle, right, you got to touch your queen, the king first, and place it over there, then your rook. But a lot of people take their rook, say castle, take their rook and move it over there. And it's illegal. You can't do that, you know. They learn wrong. It might be cool. I might let you get away with it. We ain't playing for nothing. We playing for some money and all that. No, you lost your move, you know. You can't castle. And you miss that castle, that can mess your whole game up. It's a fact. Especially if you play at me.
But really,
I'm going there.
let me tell you what I'm doing today. Today, I'm trying to change the lives of these young men out here and the young sisters.
Yeah.
What really sparked that, I remember working in middle school, and I'm teaching, right? So a little girl come to class that morning. I said, good morning, princess. She said, I ain't no damn princess. Little girl. And it made me think, damn, what did they call that home? So that made me pay attention to these kids. I make home visits. I'm a gym teacher right now, and I get them in there. They don't just learn sports. I sit them in the bleachers, and we talk about life skills and things outside of their window. And I make them give me some feedback. I ain't just talking, and they listen to me. I want to hear what they've been through. Don't you know that last year, 4 kids that were sitting in them bleachers told me they had got kidnapped, and they escaped. Stuff we never know. We look at them as adults, and we just see
Kidnapped by who?
pedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 kids. And I was shocked myself, like, damn, if I wouldn't have engaged in that conversation, I wouldn't have even knew this. But they come to school acting normal, but they got a lot of traumas. A lot of traumas all over the place. Even adults. They walk around dressed up, but they got traumas. So we think we living in a normal society. It's a lot of dysfunction. A lot of mental retardation amongst us. They look just like us.
Man, I experienced it.
They live, but I'm telling you, man, it's deep. It's deep, man.
People are hurting for
It's
real.
deep.
A
They
lot of
hurt.
people are
They
hurting.
hurt. They
Mental
hurt.
health in our
Emotions.
communities is like taboo.
The way they've been treated by even family and all society is just treated like nothing. They less than dirt and all that. And, you know, everybody needs respect. Everybody needs respect, you know, to grow. You know, it's like water, you know. And they don't get respect. So that's why they so disrespectful. It's like their emotions been fried. It's so much anger, they'll snap at you in a minute. Pull a gun out and shoot you for looking at them. It's a lot of anger, especially with the young people. Young people, it's a lot of anger out there. We have to figure out where is this anger coming from. There's so much anger that don't nobody know how to talk to each other. The male and female and all, that's another subject, you know. They forgot how to talk to. The only way they know how to talk to each other is with hostilities.
Exactly.
Bitch ass nigga.
You know why, Rudy?
No good motherfucker.
You know why? Because the lack of communication skills.
Yeah.
It's about growth and development.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people don't know how to explain, especially in the younger generation, they don't know how to talk with people that understand what they're saying because of lack of communication skills.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So
That's true.
Can I say something? All that lack of communication, it comes from a lot of times. I'm telling you what I've learned. When them kids running around and all this stuff building up, they need to get out. They can't even play on the playgrounds like back when we was kids. Or they got duck guns. So when we was young, we could go out and play and air out all that stuff.
Right.
It's a build-up. It's a build-up. So it's not being released. They chicken time bombs, man. So by the time they really try to find themselves, poof.
You remember that movie Falling Down? Mm-hmm. That's what that remind me of. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing going right. Ain't nothing going right. Things can't get right. You know what I'm saying? It kind of leave you. And we watch this every day, but we don't watch it to that magnitude. Like you say, you see the kids every day. You see the difference in their personality. We went to the city, went to Baltimore City, and we asked for the worst school. They gave us W.E.B. Du Bois. We went there and we asked for the worst kids. They said, "This ain't how you run a program." We said, "We ain't trying to run a program. We trying to change lives." We was there 2 days a week, man. They told us they want us to come in 1 day a week, take the other day and write out the reports so they can give us funding. I said, "You want to take us away from the young men for 1 day so we make money?" I said, how's this? We'll fund the program ourselves. When 6 months, they came back and said, "No, we're going to do it ourselves so we can get funded." So we understand that, you know, our kids in the school, they are cattle for money.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
nobody
exactly.
Don't nobody care about our kids or how their education run. And you know what I'm saying? It's like we look at it, you know, we care, but the system could care less.
Because it's a school to prison pipeline.
Absolutely.
School to prison pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bob, I took an anger management class, right? And the way they explained it to me, the anger management, she took a soda bottle and she took the top off of it. And she say, if she keep putting anger in this bottle and put the top on it and never release it, it's going to explode.
Exactly. And that's what's happening to our young kids.
It's like a soda, really, you know, Coca-Cola soda, right? You shake it, and you finally at the top, it'll explode. And that's just like the life is shaking these kids up. School system, the home, everything, just shake them like we used to catch the insects and put them in the jar, shake them up, try to get them to fight each other.
Rudy, when I was working in the schools also, I'm telling you some stuff that I've seen. Nobody told me this. When the kids walk in the halls or cutting class and stuff, they built a system within the school, one classroom, and they throw all the kids in there. You know why they do that? Because if they keep getting suspended, they'll label that school a dangerous school and they'll shut it down. So they came up with a plan, devised, just put them in a classroom. Just throw paper on the desk and they sitting there and just bullshit all day. They not learning up, then they come out of society illiterate.
Right.
That's what they do now, man.
And they pass them through too because
But they don't talk about that on the news.
Right.
They don't tell you that.
and they pass them through because the funding. Because if you keep failing them,
That's right.
you can't keep getting money.
Right.
So now exactly what you said. You're
They
gonna
pass
put
them
them.
to-
That's the school to prison pipeline. Because if they not learning anything and they just sitting around bullshitting and getting by like that, they're gonna go out there and be mischievous.
You know,
do
school
shit.
remind me of a prison anyway, bro. I was little.
I'm telling
I
you.
couldn't wait till the bell to ring so I can get out of there, you know, and start get on with living the real life, you know. I started out like, that's the first thing they put me away in '68. I was 13 for not going to school. That was their answer, you know. I remember the judge told my mother, like, look, we done gave breaks half the time. He just won't go to school. So we just realized the only thing we can do to get him to go to school, send him somewhere where he got to go to school, you know. It was my mother agreed with it, right? I thought she had sold me out for years. Because
And another thing to do, they get them old school police in there, them little knuckleheads, them bulldogs, and the kid trying to learn. So what happens is the little boys that come to school, the police look at them like niggas on the corner, right? So it's us against them. So they still doing the street shit in the schools. So it disrupt them from learning.
you showed me a video.
Absolutely.
Remember the video you showed me with they gang fighting in the hallway?
Yeah.
I work for the school system.
Me too.
All monitors, right? And our job is to keep the kids in the classroom and out the hallway, right? And man, they got it easy than we had it when we was going to school. You know? And like you say, Bobby, man, it's way different, bro.
Yeah.
They allowed to have these phones and everything in the classrooms with them. And I think they need to, for real, take that away from them so they can focus on
They need
learning
that.
more.
They should have-
It's too many, it's a distraction.
You got a goddamn computer in your hand. You know what I'm saying? With TikTok on it.
Yeah.
And you got that. You got a choice between TikTok and math questions. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Yeah,
we're
the
running out of time here, you know. We was getting into it. We barely touched the subject, you know. So we had to come back. We're going to bring it back and new guests and all that. We're going to have to bring this one to an end. And we're going to have more knowledge for you. Get more people coming in. We're going to talk about the streets and stuff like that. Tune in next time, you know. This is the first one. Please stay tuned. This running here. This is Bobby. And this is Rick. Some of the most serious brothers ever come out the streets of Baltimore City. Some of the sharpest brothers. Wise and stand-up brothers, you know, and love it, you know, bro. They don't just care about themselves, you know. They got high principles. They don't just care about money at all.